Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and also be sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you'll indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. The Tomorrow War is a Amazon Prime exclusive 2021 science fiction movie. Time travelers arrive from 2051 to deliver an urgent message. 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a war against a deadly alien species. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians to be transported to the future and join the fight. Determined to save the world for his daughter, Dan Forrester teams up with brilliant scientist and his estranged father to rewrite the planet's fate. Starring Chris Pratt, J.K. Simmons, Yvonne Strahovski, and is directed by Chris McKay, and is exclusive again to Amazon Prime's streaming service. The movie opens up as a bunch of people fall through a portal from the past into the future, and because this portal opens up in the sky right above this building, some of these people don't even land in the safety of the pool that they're supposed to land in. Some of them trail off and land on the end of buildings or get impaled on pieces of debris or just straight up fall into the streets below. But those who do survive rise up and look down at the city they once called home. We flash back to the past where we see Chris Pratt's character and his family enjoying a nice Christmas holiday, and they're having fun with all of their friends and family. And you can definitely see that Christopher Pratt's character loves his family, and obviously some bad things go down at work. Somebody else is more qualified than him, so he gets fired, and he's feeling a little bit down. He's telling his wife and family that he knows that he's got to do something special. He just knows it. All of a sudden, their game is interrupted by these time travelers. They come through this kind of portal into the game that they're actually watching, and they say, oh, we're fighting an enemy in the future, 30 years in the future, and the enemy is not human, and we are losing. We need your guys' help to make sure that these events don't ever happen. So, of course, Chris Pratt gets drafted, he says goodbye to his family, and they end up doing a little bit of training before they set out on a quest to exterminate these so-called white spikes, who are the alien species that are now overrunning the entire planet. And then we're all treated to the same scene from the beginning of the movie, where they all arrive in the future and see the charred remains of the city they once called home. And as they make it towards the city, they are instructed to go and recover a research team that went offline a few days ago. And they go there and they find out that they all have been slaughtered very gruesomely. And then they are soon ambushed by the white spikes. As they try to make it out of the city, they barely make it out alive. For Chris Pratt and his team to regroup back at base camp, where they come up with a new plan to capture a female from within the nest that's not too far from the base. And so they go and they capture a female, they heavily sedate her, and they basically chain her up in their research lab, where they can try to find out this kind of biochemical that the females produce that makes them pretty impervious to any poisons or anything like that. So they find out after some trial and error the kind of chemical that they need to make, this kind of biobacteria, which is the key to eradicating all of the white spikes in the past so that this never happens in the future. So Chris Pratt reluctantly takes back the bacteria to his time and has it mass produced. And so then they go out on an expedition to the ice as they realize that the aliens had crash landed years ago near a volcano in Antarctica and then froze up before they could do anything. And apparently they also find out that the White Fangs are actually a biological weapon created by another race of aliens which died upon impact. But the White Fangs did not die, and so when the ice thawed out, these things broke out of containment and then wreaked havoc on the Earth. So they finally find a way to kill them with their new bacteria, and they start injecting them, but of course the female awakens, and she doesn't make this easy for them. She's smart, she's fast, she's intelligent, and is she aggressive. So they manage to destroy the alien spacecraft, they blow the ship, but the female had already gotten away, so they hunt the female down and they engage in an awesome fight with the female and end up defeating her, and the world is saved. And after everything that Chris Pratt knows, he decides that he will never ever do whatever it is that he did in the past. And that's the end of the movie. So after finding out that he had left his wife and his daughter in the future, he decides that he loves his family too much to do something like that. So he decides that he will always be with them, will always fight for them and be at their side. And the movie's over. I genuinely like the designs of the white spikes. They looked awesome. They were definitely intimidating. I like the story of going back and in towards the future to stop something that happens years in the future, so that the people that exist in the past can live long. And now, what else can I say about this movie other than I loved it? I liked the music. The score in this movie was awesome. It had the perfect blend of fear, horror, isolation, and spectacular wonderment. It even had cool monster designs. The designs of the white spike aliens were cool. I liked all of the development for the characters. You had this one character that was like super like into killing aliens because he was supposed to die of cancer in the past. So he decided that he was going to die his way fighting white spikes for his life, and I thought that was cool. And obviously Chris Pratt was a badass in this movie because Chris Pratt is the best. But let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Did you love it? Did you hate it? And what did you think of the white spikes? With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care and have a great night.